All right, traders, today is February 12th, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. All right, so we are going to talk about the birthday trade. I call it the dude hold my beer trade, but this is the birthday trade. All right, so we're going to talk about it right now. So on Friday in the pre-market, okay, that would be the 9th. Let me circle this so you can understand it. All right, we're gonna go to the pre-market, and let me get my circles. In the pre-market on the 9th. Okay, pre-market was up to, just a sec, we're going to check it here. I'm going to show you. Pre-market was, okay, for the SPY in the pre-market, it came off of this base right here. All right, so there's a base. See the base right here? I'm going to continue that base so you can see how it works. All right, that's just a continuation of the same base over here. So in the pre-market, we got all the way up to this location here, which is, it looks like 501.09. All right, so we got up to 501.09. So now we're going to go back to the other chart because I got my measuring tools on there. All right, so we got all the way up to 501.09. We'll call it 501.08, okay? And price for the SPY was all the way up here, all right? And then it came falling back down, but it came down with the force of somebody throwing a red rubber ball down at the blacktop. Remember, this is the base right here. Okay, remember we have our base right through here. So it's up here in the pre-market, and it goes up in there in the pre-market, and then at the beginning of the day, price comes slamming back down to the blacktop. And in the process of the students slamming the red rubber school ball down on the blacktop or the concrete, the deck, all right, the ball, which is price, tends to bounce twice as high, okay, as from where it started, all right? So it's like it goes up, it pulls back with such force that it causes the ball to bounce off of the deck, that would be the support, twice as high. So it goes twice as high back up over the student's head. All right, so what we do on cases like that, we want to pick our targets. So what I do is I measure from the deck to the initial move. All right, so now I'm going to take all this off. So now I take my other measuring tool, the square, and I box it off. Okay, so here's the low where it bounced, and I measure right up to the pre-market high. Now I duplicate that measurement and slap it right on top. All right, and then I get a number for that. So then I take a look at the number, and it comes up to be 503.50 well, 57. All right? So you see how the birthday trade works. It goes up. Now, there can't be anything over to the left, because if there's something over to the left, then it was probably going up to either challenge a prior high or going to a target. The nice thing about the SPY was this is an all-time high, and there is nothing over to the left. All right? So it goes up, comes back down with such force that it bounces up twice as high up over the student's head. All right? That red rubber school ball. All right? And you can see here's the price action coming up to the target right up here. 503.50. Right? Right in there. Now, if we look at the price action, we'll see right where it went. 503.50. Okay? So that was the target. So we didn't get there in one day, but we got there. It took us, actually, from the time it slammed down back up to the target, it actually took us a day and a half, because we're there and it's 11:43. Okay, so now it hit the target. This move is over. And we took our profits right here in our profit box. And that's the birthday trade. Okay, it goes up, and then sellers come in and slam it back down to the deck. All right, the ball hits the deck and bounces twice as high up, up over the student's head. So it goes up, comes down with such force that the red rubber ball bounces up twice as high. And now you can see how that works. Again, there can be nothing over to the left. Notice there is no price action over to the left. If I zoom out to a weekly chart, you can see there's no price action up here. That is the all-time high. And that's when it works out best. Right there. Okay? When there's nothing over to the left. All right? Because if there was something over to the left, it would be a target. Okay? So you don't want it to go up to a target. If it hits a target, the birthday trade doesn't work. It works best when there's nothing over to the left. All right? So everybody, traders, you guys understand that? You're in your AMD? Yeah. Okay. Hey, VJ, Carly, yeah, Nate. All right. So that's how we got our target. Now NVIDIA happens to be in a birthday trade right now. All right? Okay? Because this is an all-time high for NVIDIA. All right? Now, if we look at the price action for NVIDIA, all right, it comes off of, again, here's the base. I'm going to draw in the base for you. There's the base. That's the deck. Okay, see the consolidation? That's the deck. So NVIDIA does the same thing, okay? It goes up. Notice this is today's price action. It goes up, it hits a location, and then comes back down and hits the deck and then bounces. Now notice how it bounces up higher than the initial. So it's going up over the student's head here. Okay, see, it comes down with such force. Now it's going to bounce up and over the student's head. See that? Now, if you look at the price action for NVIDIA, okay, it went up, came back down, and then went up, and it came back and it tested. See this area right here? See that peak? It tests this peak for support. And if you notice, over here, there's the test. The support holds, therefore making a higher low, pressure on the bulls to produce the higher high. Okay? So now what we do is we measure this off. So we take all that off. Take our measuring tool. You see the deck right there. And we come all the way up here to the top. See that right there? Now we duplicate the box and we stack it on top. And then you take your line. So that's the target for NVIDIA, 479. Let's go look where NVIDIA is right now. Okay, NVIDIA got up as high as, oh my gosh, 746.57. That was pretty close, all right? I'm just going to say that's a bearish engulfing, all right? So I would wait for this to pull back to VWAP, and not until I got some confirmation would I get back in it. But let me just say, that right there, 746.57, I mean, that was only $2.50 away from the target. Again, the traders in the room know that profits are more important than ego. All right, hitting the target egotistically feels good, but putting money and making your accounts grow is the job that you've been tasked to do. All right, you got bearish engulfing. You don't want this until you see it get turn around and make a higher low from here. Now we're coming back down to test that, so we'll see where it's going to go from there. But there you go. I mean, there's a birthday trade right there. We only came $2.50 short, basically, about that. All right, but let me just say this. The day is still young. Okay, it's entirely possible NVIDIA winds up here tomorrow morning sometime. Okay, we'll see. We'll see, all right? But again, you trade to make profits, not to hit targets. Okay, that, my friends, that's the birthday trade. I call it the dude hold my beer, but there you go, all right?